Bang! Neeves Knives. I'm Jared, and here we have a new design from GANZO, their Firebird line. This is an original design. It's not a copy, and it's been a minute since I've seen them put out a new design, so this is really cool. So I'm happy to see this. They do have a ton of designs in their Firebird line, by the way. This is a little bit of a smaller knife, but I gotta say, man, it is really, really good. You know, GANZO, they knock it out of the park for the amount of money you spend. Possibly the best absolute bang for your buck you could buy when it comes to, like as low as you can get for the best quality you can get. GANZO's probably the one. A lot of people try to say Sativian, but I've held dozens and dozens of both companies' models, and in my opinion, Firebird still takes it, especially like for the knives under $40. So this one is in D2 steel, sheep's foot blade. Nice grind. The geometry, it's pretty good. It's right there in the middle. It's not super thick. It's not super slicey, but it gets down nice and thin behind the edge, and you know it's decent. The size of the knife is not big though. This is a small compact knife. However, it's really good even though it's such a compact knife. The hole is easy to get to, and also, by the way, I forgot to say, Devo Knives is putting out a design very similar to this. Premium. I forget what they called it. The nip or something like that, or I forget. Anyways, but it looks kind of similar to this, and I think the size is similar too. Anyways, this is a knife with a reversible deep carry wire clip. You can see it has steel liners, and there is a lanyard right back there that integrates with the back spacer and the liners. Access to the lock bar, very good. Nice and smooth on the drop. It is riding on ceramic caged bearings. And like I said, the hole deployment, even for the thumb, is really good. It's just easy to access, easy to snap out. And the ergos, it's small, so it's not going to be the most ergonomic. However, I can get a comfortable 3-finger grip, and if I really want to, I could choke up and I can get all 4 on there. So I can get all 4 if I really, really want to. But this is where the grip is most likely going to be, is this type of grip. Opening things up, just using it in the pinch grip. It's just not the size knife that you're, going to be using it like this majority of the time. However, you can. That's the cool thing, because of the thickness here and how it goes from thin to thick, that's always a good thing on a knife. And I'm going to explain why. I'm going to grab another knife just to kind of show what I'm saying. This is the VOSTEED Bellamy. It is in stock right now. I will link it down in the description. Awesome, awesome knife. Very, very fidgety. This one is, pretty awesome. I have videos on this, so you can go watch that if you want to. Now, this is what I'm talking about. So when you grip a knife, right? When you grip a knife, when you go to push it through something, what happens? It goes like this, right? If I let go and I'm not holding it, the knife's going to go this way. So what stops it from doing that? My pinky and my ring finger. That's it. So I can cut just like this. As long as I have my pinky and my ring finger, I can cut because the pressure is going to go against the palm of my hand. The only shifting is going to be this part right here shifting out of my hand, and that prevents that. Then these fingers kind of just use as control, so it's not going this way. Well, when you have a knife that goes from thinner to thicker, it allows that pinky and ring finger to be, to have more grip, to be able to hold on to it comfortably. So if you do get into a position where the pressure is a lot, you're not fatiguing, your hands are not getting hurt. So I always prefer a knife to go from slimmer to thicker for that reason. When it goes from thicker to slimmer, if it's a certain thickness, it's okay, but sometimes to me, I don't prefer it. This does have internal stop pins. Really cool. I didn't even notice that till now. Nice strong lockup. Sharpening tool and plunge grind is decent. I prefer this to be moved back a little bit, but they started here, ended here. They gave you, some life to sharpen off, so I'm not mad at that. And, it's relatively thin behind the edge, so that'll give you a couple good sharpenings, a few good sharpenings probably. Now, and this is why I get upset at some of these companies where it's an expensive knife. It's like, how can a knife of this caliber or this price do it, but you can't? How can these guys cut in a nice good access to the lock bar, do a good sharpening tool and plunge, keeping the plunge grind away from the edge. Now, yes, like I said, I would prefer it to be moved back a little bit farther, but it's at least they gave me it, right? They didn't land the plunge grind right on the edge. So, yeah, I think it's pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with it. GANZO's build quality is just it's really good for the money. I wish we would see them do a little bit more premium models just to see what they can do. I'm guessing they just don't have the machinery for it, but I don't know. Anyways, there you guys go. Just a quick look at this new model, the FH924. I will link it down in the description for you guys. I love you guys. Peace.